Hello, everybody. As I'm sure you remember, the career choice that I picked was law. Specifically, for the purposes of this assignment, I decided to do to be a lobbyist. If you guys don't know what a lobbyist is, I'm here to explain it for you. So, the official title, there's not really one. Um, with a lot of things that come from the legal field, it really depends on who you're working for and at what level you're working for. So, a lot of my answers here are going to have several layers to them. So for the official title, there's not an official one universally speaking. Most people refer to them as lobbyists. If you work for a corporation, you're typically known as a government affairs general manager, or you're known as an interest representative if you work for an interest group. A brief description of what a lobbyist is pretty simple. Alabama defines lobbying as influencing legislation while being outside of an official political body. So if I were a lobbyist, that means I would be some sort of lawyer slash legal official that would either be working for a corporation, a political party, or some other organization outside of the official political process. So I wouldn't be a judge or a legislator or someone like that, but I would do research and I would work closely with legislators and I would meet with the government bodies to make sure that the legislation that they're proposing is appropriate. Like for the NRA, the gun lobby would sometimes meet with senators, Republicans, Democrats, mayors, whoever, to discuss the actual facts about guns and gun control laws so that they can accurately plan which laws they need to make or to strike down. For salary, it varies a lot. For example, in Montgomery, Alabama, lobbyists make $65,000 to $180,000 a year, $105,000 on average. And for corporations, like for Xcel Energy Incorporated, lobbyists make $110,000 to $190,000 a year, averaging at $135,000. I could not find any sources on benefits because when you search lobbyists, it tends to show you news articles before it shows you, and I didn't have a lot of time to like super dig deep into like official databases. So I was mainly using my default search engine for a lot of these. And I did go several layers deep to make sure I had accurate answers and all that, and I verified it with other sources, but I did not have any scholarly sources. So I wasn't able to find any official benefits because anytime you type lobbyist and benefit, it talks about the benefit of lobbying as a practice and the political impacts of lobbyists. The education you need, the bare minimum is a bachelor's degree, legal certification, and to officially register as a lobbyist nationwide. And those things are pretty easy to do. However, if you want to be successful, you're going to need at least some sort of law degree. The base law degree is known as Juris Doctor, and that takes 3 years of law school after you have obtained a bachelor's degree. So, lobbyists are found mostly in either lobbying firms themselves or law firms if you're working independently. And those are found mostly in bigger towns and smaller cities, or they could be found in the legal department of corporate offices. And those corporate offices are mainly found in bigger cities. The dress code for lobbyists is at the bare minimum business casual, like what I'm wearing, but most of the time, especially if you're in a court of law or you're meeting with an official government body, you're going to be wearing standard business attire, suit, tie, you're going to look your very best. Yes, there is a huge demand for lobbyists. Everywhere I looked, every time I was searching lobbyists, I was going layers deep, and I found listings after listings, looking at the salary and benefits. There's a listing out there. If you have obtained some sort of legal certification, it's a good way to go. It pays pretty well. The pros and cons. Pros is it builds connections from the policy to the politician themselves. Lobbyists are a very important part of our political process. It's known as the Iron Triangle. The people, lobbyists, and politicians make up the relationship between the voters and the policies that they're voting for. The cons are lobbyists tend to work 40 to 80 hours a week, and the work is very hard legal work, lots of paperwork, lots of research. So that's something that not a lot of people look forward to. But I think it's something that would interest me because law and politics are things that have interested me my whole life. And so, yeah, improving the political process is something I look forward to. So that's everything I have to say.